you would be like, the stock market is ripping today. But I'm just looking at it, I'm like, oh, the Dow's only up 25. SP's up 15. Oh, it's a half a percent. But the NASDAQ, unbelievable, 0.78%, up 78, up 78 points and up 78.78%. So, here we are. You can see what portfolio I got kind of going on. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. I'm just trying to work on this Twitter thing because it's like acting up here. Yeah, where the hell's the post? I'm not sure if I'll just keep it there. Oh well. All right, so what's going on? So yeah, you know, you can see that here's my balance for the day, my P&L for the day. Up 32. Yesterday it was similar. I can't remember. I think I closed out up 37. So it's unbelievable. Portfolios at record highs. And just a couple days ago, that serious hit. I still can't believe what's going on because that's up 32, but you see Facebook's up 29. Now this video I guess is like the same as yesterday. I expected the comeback, but not in 2 days. That's anybody could tell you that is lying. So that's why I sat there and I just bought leaps because I didn't know when. All I knew was within 2 years this thing is going to be back to all-time highs and then some. So that was my thinking. Today, I bought some Boeing. Not working out for me. I could be early. First of all, I bought it. Yeah, I bought it into the rip this morning. Didn't know it was going to rip. Just kind of bought it this morning. And had no idea what the stock was doing. And I bought some more carrier by selling puts on it, I believe. Yeah, sold the 22-21 put. Now here, so let's look at the stock market really quick. Oh yeah, let me get my chats up. Is this it? Mr. JRH, I don't know why either. Sort of the title. When I write these titles, I'm like just whatever pops up on the top of the head. The stock market's up. I don't know why. It's just because it wants to go higher. Well, didn't PPP end yesterday? I know they're working on another one. I don't know. It's just up. I was looking at this. This is the SPX. And remember we talked about this, and I like the double. I like the crossing of the trend line, and I like the higher low thing. So with the Dow, DIA, not ripping as much as the SPY, it actually made an equal low, right? It's right there on that trend line. And I'm just guessing it's coming into this little peak here, and usually it's got to resolve one way or the other. And I'm assuming since we're going up, it's going to resolve to the upside. So that made me sell these calls. Where is it? These puts. I'm sorry. Sold the puts 240, 230. What? Oh, 245, 235. I sold them for. I gotta look at that working order. I sold them for 167. So right here, right? 245, and yeah, here's 235. I don't know why that line was there already. So I did that before and it's working out for me. So I'm doing it again. It's not way out of the money. What is it? Let's see. Look at the delta. The delta's yeah, so it's 0.28. Normally I'm at the 0.13. I did it because I think we're gonna go higher. These weeks with the 4th of July, this is usually like a high. The days that there's like 4 trading days always seems to be up weeks. So I'm just assuming that the market's going to go higher. So I kind of went up by selling the puts. Usually I'm lower. I'm like, I'm going to sell a 0.28, get more credit on that. And so far, so good. I know the other indexes are a little stronger, but I just a little disappointed that this one's it's just up 13. So it's making me go, I sold it before. Like I said, I made some money, and I'm going to do it again. So we'll see what happens. Maybe the rest will, maybe the SPY and the NASDAQ will lift the Dow. So it's incredible what's going on with the, I was looking at Square that was talking about it on CNBC. I totally missed this. This thing is, I'm like, man, but I don't think I missed it yet. I'm actually hoping maybe earnings will bring it down, but I don't know. It might push it back up. This is the weekly. See, it's finally breaking out of that range. It looks like it's off to the races. It looks like we missed it, but if you pull out to the monthly, nah, we didn't miss it. It's just getting started. It's just getting started. So I might get in here. I'm not gonna play with it on up 9% day. And I'm just these companies. Everyone is just really chasing growth or performance, and I think that's just what's going on with all of this stuff. It's just chasing performance because it's either performing or it's not. Mr. Jerry, the Fed is buying FANG. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, man. G man G. This is the Fed's doing. If you're not in the NASDAQ, you are still down, right? Tell me about it. And you said you didn't miss Square. Yeah, I really think it's just going long term. See, the market just be fucking it up. Why is it got to go straight up, man? I hate that. Slow down. I mean, and most likely the way everything's been trading, like the Zoom and the DocuSigns and all that, most likely that's the pattern. The pattern is straight up once it becomes a hot stock, breaks out, it's just straight up. Just like you see Tesla, there's no 45-degree angle no more. When it's hot, it's straight up until it's not straight up anymore. And so you just got to jump on and close your eyes. You said, what software are you using? I'm majoring in economics at USF in Florida, USFs in Florida, and that appears to be useful. This is Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade. Yeah, so which Charles Schwab owns right now. Hey, babes. She's on here. They are chasing companies that don't require people on site. Yeah, and it's the whole e-commerce thing. So we talked about Square. What was that other one? Gosh. Oh, PayPal. Straight up, right? Zoom, straight up. Let me pull up the weekly. It's even more exaggerated. Well, that one's got a little angle. I mean, that one's not straight up. Maybe that one's about 70% angle. Amazon, damn near straight up. It's the same companies. I didn't pull up Netflix in a while. Straight up. Q's. Damn, Q's. I mean, the whole index, the NASDAQ 100, just like G-Man said, straight up. It's very just frustrating. The Fed, I mean, we're still in a recession. 20 million people still out of work, and just look at that snapback. You look at this one, right? These people was working. And look at this one. Yeah, that one. This one's it's really just unbelievable. It's, I don't know. That's why I say, I don't know why. I don't know. But the ones that are working works, and you just stick with them until they don't work. You just close your eyes and buy. Tesla is the next one. Tesla's just now breaking out. I predicted this way back here, thinking it was going to break, and we kind of got into it. This didn't happen like this, but now it's doing it. I wouldn't be surprised this thing, especially are we coming into earnings. They're going to report car sales later. I'm afraid to take a position, but I have a feeling the market knows what it's going to be good because that's why it's up. I'm afraid to take another position because we're already up 100 points in 2 days, 135, actually 150 points in 2 days. So I'm like, but that's been, right? That's what it just thinks. Once it starts doing that, it just goes straight up. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1,300 by next week, especially after those numbers, the car numbers come out. Not these earnings, but the how many cars they sold or whatever. But if that brings it down, it's probably a buy. Look what Tesla and Elon Musk says. The stock, it says stock split worth discussing at annual meeting as shares rise. So I think that's another reason why it's going up. Stock splits is a wash, right? So you got one share at 1,000. Now you have two shares at 500. But it really brings in more buyers, and that's why I think people get to jump on it. When you see a stock split, especially like if Amazon ever splits, buy as much shares as you possibly can. Okay, because even though it's a wash, it just lets more people buy. I know we got fractional shares trading now, so it could be a little different with that. But I don't know. Maybe people don't know how to use the fractional shares. But the meeting was original scheduled for July 7th. All right, so they're going to talk about that. So he must be thinking, oh, this stock is going to be still elevated by September 7th. So he's like, oh, we talk about stock splits, So this could go up another 200 just because that's the plan. That's what it does, right? FS. Hold on a minute. Give me a second here. Let me see something. Check out my Periscope. I'm not sure if I'm on the scope. Anyway, pull up my comments again. FSLY. Yeah, we could talk about that. I don't even know what that is. Fastly. I heard of it. Yeah, I heard of it. I've seen it on the hot stock list. I think Fidelity's list, since I have a Fidelity account. Straight up. What more could I say? Once it catches that trend, look at the volume. Just went from that to. All I know is in the past, just when things go straight up, they end ugly. Right? So if we start seeing everything straight, it's all going to end ugly. They don't just go straight up forever. They don't go straight up and then sideways. They go straight up and then come straight down. That's the pattern of straight up, straight down. Generally to this point to where it started the straight upness. So that's what I think about, and that's what concerns me. So it's hard to jump on board these. I'm looking at the weekly. This is hard to jump on board, but the pattern is that's you buy these. That's the pattern. Look how far away. I don't know about this one. Look how far away from the moving average. This is just too. It's got to come in. This one's at least got to come in. This one is. The moving averages are way down here. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But wait until it does some kind of consolidation. The consolidation, when it's going straight up, could mean just a day that it goes up $1. You know what I mean? It goes up a couple of bucks instead of $10. What is it up? All right, today's up $1.29. Let me pull up the daily. Like this day. See, like that day, that's considered a consolidation day when it was down. I don't know, what was it, 89? That was, and it went down. Wow, it went down to 76. That's the day you want to jump on board, But it's kind of hard because you're like, damn, it's down in a day. What was that? Down like 10%, down 14%. You gotta bite the bullet and buy. The trend is up. The trend is higher. And that's basically kind of what I did in Facebook. Still at 235. I'm still, I don't know. I don't know. What else you got going on? You said you buy and go long. Yeah, the balance sheet is set to double. Expect sky high asset prices. Call Gem. What's up? Craziness. You got it on. You said Spot. Is that a ticker? It said that I wasn't going to be able to get on Twitter. Oh, Spotify. Yeah, it's another one. Let's pull up the weekly. You see what happened here? That's the pullback. The pullback is sideways, the new pullback. It could be time to get on board, They picked up those podcasts with the Kanye West, what was it, the Joe Rogan and the Kim Kardashian? She's starting a podcast. One of them dudes and dudettes. Anyway, so that was the reason for the whole jump. It's getting ready to come into earnings, so you might have an opportunity right there to when it comes in, because it went up like that because they ain't on the radio yet. I don't think. I'm not sure, but some of these earnings reports, because it already ran. It ran. What is it going to run again? So a lot of these earnings, and maybe this is when the market is going to kind of come in and reevaluate that. Oh, we are in a recession. Maybe the companies got telling themselves, and maybe a lot of this stuff comes in, and then we can jump back on. So that will be my play with this one. Let's kind of wait. Let's see what happens. And that's a month away. It could be 271. It could be 371 in a month. But that would be my play. Let's hope earnings pull it back in. Then if you're looking to get in long term, if you're looking to trade it, I guess up. I don't know. It crossed over these moving averages. Got to be careful here. But I don't know. 4 hours. Notice I'm pulling up multiple time frames. I think you always want to do that. Let's let this make a new high. Not a new high. Let's notice it's trending lower, right? Every day is lower than the day before. Let's let it beat the prior day. Maybe you can get back in then. Or if you want to buy support resistance, what is it? Right about there. Yeah, right around there. Right around there. You think it can go down to 241? I don't know. Oh, G-man, straight up, straight down, or straight up and flag. Yeah, but in general, the straight up is straight down, right? This market is straight up and a flag. But we know generally straight up equals straight down. So I think once that stops, I think we could be in trouble. And it's still like the Dow is down. I think, and we've been thinking this forever, and we've been wrong forever, that how long could the NASDAQ carry the whole market? How long is that? So the Fed's buying the Qs, I guess. I don't know. But it's just, see, it's just not, something's not right. Anyway, I bought the DIA. I sold puts on it. What else did I do? And Carrier. We talked about Carrier. We talked about it yesterday, and I wound up selling some puts on it. The CEO was on CNBC not too long ago, and that's just when I heard he was going to be on, I sold some more because I know he was going to big up his company. And they're in the right spot. They are in a sweet spot. They said half they business, and they worldwide, and all these companies are trying to get this new HVAC system. They worried about this virus, and they got a lot of technology behind it. He was talking about how they, in the plant, let's say they can, filter the air, and they'll know where the virus is and know how it's spreading, all with HVAC equipment. I don't know. He's talking way over my head, so I'm like, that sounds like a good deal to me. But they're in the right environment, just like Zoom is in the right environment, DocuSign is in the right environment. But those are almost short term. This is long term type stuff worldwide, and most of their business is overseas. So I really like Carrier for the long term with that theme, with the whole we got to suck the virus out of the building. So I went, I got a call short term, and then what did I do? Okay, I bought up 2 calls at 16 days. I don't know if that's going to be a winning trade because it's a slow trade. I was hoping to get a little pop. We pop out of that little resistance right there. See it? But it's not quite happening yet. And what else did I do? Yeah, and then 51 days out, I sold the 2221s. So right here, basically almost at the money, the 22s and 21s. Right? So I'm hoping it stays at this level or higher in the next 2 months. I think that could work. And you know what? A stock like this, a lot of people's not talking about Carrier. It's not the hot stock you're going to read on the newspaper or in your favorite blog. This one could fly under the radar and go up without it's going straight up, and they just ruin it, right? Stocks are ruined when they go straight up, even if you're in it. I like stocks to go up. I don't like them to go straight up. It just ruins your position because now you got to be like, damn, I want it to be a long-term hold. Probably should get out, but so hopefully this one could fly under the radar. So that's why I like this. And I actually might put more trades in this and start making this my selling put kind of stock. Just because it is under the radar. Like, I'm in Tesla. It's dangerous because they talk about it every day. That's news. That's what we want to hear about. That's why. You said Q2 is priced in. It's been priced in forever. Which stock you talking about? Shop? No, that's called Gem. I don't know which one you're talking about there, G-Man G. But yeah, everything is just priced in. Shopify is another. I sold Shopify in my buy and hold. It went to 122%. I had 4 shares. That's it. at $414, somewhere around here. And I'm four shares. Let me see. What is that? 414 times four. So I had $1,600 worth. Well, you know that turned into $4,000. So I sold I sold one of them and wound up taking that profit and put it into the ABV. And I'm liking this one. So this is another one of my under the radars. You know, still doing that strong V. You know, nobody's really kind of nobody's really, it's not one of them hot stocks, but this is a stock I think that can continue to go up under the radar where nobody knows. And it's also got that whole biotech background, meaning biotechs are, it's a hot sector, you know, so it's in there, right? It's breaking out from from this double top way back here. So it's in this environment, and I think it could kind of trend along with this, but under the radar. I wanted to actually get into the IBB, but these options, you know, I trade options, they are just not liquid. Well, that's not too bad. I was looking at this the other day. I mean, that's bad. It's 30 cents, but I've seen worse. Actually, it looks like it's getting a little tighter. Okay, this is when I was looking at it before, I don't know, maybe they jumping in. I don't know. I was like, damn, it's like 60, 70 cents, you know, between the bid ask. So anyway, I like that. That's what I did in my buy and hold portfolio. I still like, I love Shopify. I want to hold it forever, but damn, it's not going to go straight up forever. It's just not, it's not going to happen. I don't care what the environment, it's just not. I don't know why I drew that. Just see, it just took off. I mean, 400 to, I mean, all these $1,000 stocks now. Remember, it was just Amazon, I think. Google. It was Amazon and Google. Now we got Tesla, and that was Shopify. Now, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Square jumps on that bandwagon the next year. Yeah, all these $1,000 stocks. Anyway, so that's that. And then we talked about Carrier. Oh, did I talk about the Boeing position? Let's talk about Boeing. Y'all know about Facebook. Oh, shoot, it's going down. 234. Let's see. Yeah, look, it's selling off. Don't be going, as long as you don't go down to like 215, okay? Just kind of hang on there. I sold some more puts on that, the 225, 215. So hopefully it can kind of stay up. You know, Facebook is a stock that runs into earnings. It's one of the reasons why I even bought the calls on that depressed state when it was down the other day. But I'm hoping that it can stay elevated into earnings. It's up hard. It was up big yesterday, big today, 6% yesterday, 3% today. So I mean, it doesn't have to go straight up. I mean, but look at that, man. It was a hell of a comeback off those lows. You know, right into the shit. I won't call it a resistance. It was up there. It was support, and then it went through, and it's right back in the middle of that trading range, we'll call it. And so hopefully it can stay in there. And I think Dunkin' Donuts and somebody else joined the ad boycott today, and that was somewhere that came out around. I think Facebook was at 233, and the stock went up another $3. So I was like, okay, good. They don't care about that. So hopefully they don't care about any of this boycotting, and just stay elevated until the earnings and whatnot. Boeing. I want to talk about Boeing real quick. Q2 priced in. It's been priced in forever. Unless they looking at next year, you know, maybe they. I don't even know. Like I said, Boeing. Yeah, I sold the 180. Not working out. So if you look at I sold it. Not. I didn't. I think I was looking at the bid ask at the open. It was somewhere down here. So I was like, I'm gonna sell the 180. And I had no idea about the rip up to 190, and then look, it gave it back, and then some. So I'm kind of worried. I might have to just get out the trade, and at this 180 level when it breaks. See, it's already down 41, and then I sold in my other accounts. Those are down 200 already. So this is a bad entry. I thought I was going to miss it. Looking at let's pull up the 4. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Let's clear all of these charts. I seen the wedge. I saw. I think I saw where the futures, not the bid ask before the market opened, and I was like, wow, okay, it's gonna break out. We got the low, right? Kind of boom, and now it's getting ready to break out over the trend line. I don't even really need to draw it because you could see it. So I was like, okay, I can get in early on this one, and I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna sell kind of right at the meat there, right at the 180, and it's up here. And let's see what happens. And I can see what happened. It's not holding. So I'll probably stay in it until it breaks the 180 and then get out. Hopefully I don't lose. Hopefully I don't wake up to a day it's down like 5. Then I'm like, oh my gosh. But let's get some good news out of there. I know they testing that Max plane, and I did like some of the airlines as well, but it looks like all of them reversed. That's Delta, Southwest, American, Spirit, UN, United. What's United? UAA? UAL. Yeah, they all down. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow could be an airline day, right? Maybe they'll go for the airlines tomorrow. Let me see. CCL. These are all them COVID type bounce plays. Yeah, that's down too. And RCL. Yeah, so actually that's up. Okay. So hopefully we can get a bounce on, look at this, trying to bounce. This could be an entry point, and you can get out below there, this 45 area. Beyond Meat today had a big bounce because, what was the reason? Oh, because of Alibaba, I think. China, some kind of China. They're getting in China or something. Beyond Meat up 8.5% in pre-market. Because, why are you up? There it is. Partners with Alibaba for new China push. And I actually, remember I liked it. Then I hated it because I forgot what happened. I said, oh, I'm not bullish anymore on it. And then it came down to here, and I was looking at it. I didn't bring it up in the video, but I was liking what was happening right there, how it held support, right? And it's even a higher, right? Even a higher low. So I'm like, okay, that could be a good entry, and get out below that, right? And sure enough, we had the gap up today, but I don't know if it's going to hold. I mean, look at it. It's just been gapped up and just trending down all day. So, let's see what happens with that. I was liking it way up here when it kept hitting its head on that resistance and was waiting for the pop through, man. I had all kinds of positions on, and it didn't happen. It went down just, Facebook did the same thing. Several stocks. It was like the market even did it. And what is it? NVIDIA. Let's look at NVIDIA real quick. Remember, I got crushed. I thought about doing the same trade. I got crushed in the video on Thursday with that 1-day trade, small trade. And look, that was the time. If what was going on with Facebook wasn't going on, I would have been more patient with this and maybe even bought more NVIDIA because look at that. That was the low. I'm getting out because the thing was at 385, 380, and I was gonna, it went all the way down to what is it? I had no idea it was going to go down to 370 the next day, 15 points. But not only did it do that, it went to 356 and it was trading at 380. So I was like, oh my gosh, this took me out of the position. But that was the time to get in. That was actually the time to buy more. So I missed that. So I like that. I like this. We're already so far away from this candle, but it's really showing that it wants to break that resistance, right? So we was here, we're popping along the top edge here, and it gave it up, just like Facebook, and it's back. Excuse me. Right? So it gave it up, it's back. And it's just waiting to blow through. I like that, right? It spent no time at the low range, no time away, no time below that trend line. It's back. It's pushing its head up against that resistance, and it's gonna blow through. We're gonna wake up one day. I don't know what the reason is gonna be. This thing is gonna be up 15 points above. It's gonna be doing a Tesla on us, and then we're like, oh my gosh, I should have got in. So I'm kind of I would put a position on, but I'm a little bit afraid just because of just what happened the other day. Because sometimes I'm jinxed, so I'll be like, all right, I'll do it again. I'm ready, and it does the same thing, So, but I like it. I like it. Thanks to Micron, I think started the whole had that great earnings. But look at that. Micron just gave it away. Let me pull up the daily. So here's the earnings gap. Look, it's giving it right back. Why? I don't know. Because they're not into the semis, SMH. The SMH is holding up a little better than Micron. So, yeah, look at it. Same thing. Same thing here. Came down just like NVIDIA, but it was more exaggerated in NVIDIA. And it's right back. It's ready to just blow through, Sorry, I don't know what the hell's going on with Micron. Oh man, Amazon. I took a position off on Amazon, and this morning I'm messing with Boeing, and it was Amazon. It just was showing weakness when everything was going, when everything was doing its thing. Where's this morning? Oh shoot, 5 minutes. Showed a little weakness right here. All the other stocks were kind of ripping. I was like, maybe finally, is it toppy finally? And I got out of a put spread. It was the 28,700, 2680, I think. I was like, I'm going to get out of this one. It just seems weak. And look what happened. Up 80 points, just like yesterday. So yesterday, oh man. Yesterday was 2674 at open, 2670, 2770. It's up almost another 200 points in 2 days. I mean, this thing is just not sustainable. Am I missing you? Are you guys there? Because all of a sudden my comments stopped. I don't even know if I'm even live. I might be talking to myself. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Periscope. Give me a minute if y'all there. I'm not familiar with Periscope. Yeah, it's saying I'm still live. I just clicked on it. I just clicked on the Periscope. Okay, there it is. Okay. All right. So yeah, it says I'm still live. So yeah, that's what's up with Amazon. I was gonna put a position on that, but once again, just straight up, I just can't. I can't. This is one of the stocks that I'm real pissed on because remember I was trying to buy leaps here, right at the breakout, 2,200, and now it's funny. I was pricing those leaps like in 2 years. 2,700, 20. It did it in what, 2-3 weeks? 3 weeks. I'm thinking 2 years. 3 weeks. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. FinTech making it so there's no swim lanes in no more swim lanes in financial services. We was talking about the Square and the PayPal, and we see what's going on like with the banking. It's JP Morgan. Down 0.32. We could just pull up the whole XLF, and so you see what's going on with FinTech. It makes me think. I think the money's leaving all of this, the general banking, right, and just going into the FinTech. Even if banks are gonna be all right, the money's just leaving. Why be in Citi? And why mess around with these stocks? Interest rates are zero. Gonna be flirt with negative rates, and these guys are going to be struggling for a long time, for a long time. So it's all about the new fintech, and you can include Visa and Mastercard when the economy finally starts to turn around. These are probably good buy points for these guys. You said the Fed gave Warren money. There you go. I was like, where'd you guys go, man? Amazon 5. Yeah, man. I'm one in. I want a bigger position. I've just been kind of picking at it, selling puts underneath. I want a good long position in, and I got some in my portfolio, and I had sold some just like I did Shopify, but it went straight up, so I didn't really call the top on that. Um, yeah, why not 5,000? And shoot, the way it's going, it'll be there by Christmas. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The Fed gave Warren money. Also, AL 10 puts. I saw that on your Twitter, Mr. JRH. Um, kind of didn't know exactly what your plan was with AAL, but whatever it is, you're right. It's just trending down. And this is the weakest. I think this is the one that they're going to talk about that's going to go bankrupt. It might shock the whole industry. But there it is. I mean, what is this down? Almost 2% today, coming into all that resistance down here. But no, did it make a turn? Did it make a turn right here? I mean, didn't we talk about this yesterday? Can't remember, but look at all that. Just weak. Good trade. AL 10, 731 expiration. You said you got the 10 puts. Okay, they're out of the money. But yeah, good trade. Look at how it's crazy. But you just got to be careful with these because, when you get that one bit of news, it's going to be up like 20%, along with the rest, with all the other stocks like that, 10, 15, 20. It's just like, it gets crazy. All the shorts are getting out. But nothing's happened in the aviation today, So I went long in Boeing, as you see, and look, it's almost at the 180. Yeah, I want to play it until, I think 180, but maybe I should wait. Maybe I should try to hold it until that level right there. I don't know. I'll probably wait till 180. Probably do it at 180. What's that low? That's 176. Yeah, I don't know. Nice round number. So I just need a bounce. I just need to just go up a little bit, right? Just start going up. I can make my trade and get out. You said you might grab profit and go further out. Oh, so you really just thinking, are you playing like for the bankruptcy kind of, or for the just the whole collapse of it? Not necessarily bankrupt, but just when they realize this one is in trouble. I don't know. But yeah, right back, man. It's right back to that big bar. I mean, right there. What's that, the low? 1263. It's 1283. There it is. So, I don't know. You might have some action on that. Or, actually, you might sell off on that. Because here's the gap. So maybe maybe it wants to fill that gap. And that high, or close, 1185. Maybe another dollar. Maybe it wants to fill that gap because it never did. So it went up, and now it's down. Filled that one, and that's another one that's right there. Might as well come down and fill it. Anyway, even if they get hurt, even if they get the okay, are you going to go anywhere? I think. Well, I don't know if they. You said they're definitely going bankrupt. I don't. I mean, if they get the, I think people just need to fly, and they're gonna start flying regardless. And I kind of saw that in my airport. And was it Delta? Was it which airline wants to fly full flights? Oh, it was American. They're gonna ask people if they want to fly in this plane. It's gonna be full. I think it was American. Maybe that's why it's going down. U.S. Airlines trying to recover. The surge in coronavirus cases getting away. That's probably what's bringing it. Yeah, now that I think about it, I forget that the cases are just surging. So I don't know what's going to turn that around. It doesn't seem like they're doing anything to turn. I see some things are closing the clubs and the beaches, and you know, I don't know if sports is going to happen. They're talking about, schools are going to have to really make their decision what they're going to do. I think they're going to be closed if they haven't did it already. Because just think, one child gets it, you're going to hear it, and the school's going to close. It's already bad when a kid just gets sick regular. So yeah, and then it's gonna be no. I don't know. It's gonna be. I don't know. I think the second half of the year is just not gonna be good. Sorry, I keep reading over. AL earnings on the 30th. I'm playing. Okay. Is this it right here? Yep, the 30th before the market. Remember, it's before, so you gotta make your decision on the 29th. Um, yeah, they probably have nothing but bad news. Yeah, I don't know nothing about the airlines. I haven't been messing with any of this, and I'm surprised I even put this Boeing thing on. I'm like, I'm gonna put this on. I like the up. It came down. I'm thinking maybe it could get a bounce. See, it keeps wanting to bounce. Look at here, right? I'm looking right here, by the way. See how it just bounced up? It went from 181 to 183.50 in a snap of a finger. Now it's back down to 180 and 180, and so it could change, like that. Anyway, all right. So that's what I'm doing. I shared my trades. By the way, the VIX, it's coming in, man. It's weird. I don't think the people. I don't know if they're just not nervous anymore. I had a feeling that spike was the spike, and it's coming right back in. You know, generally that means we go higher. That there's no nervousnesses. We're still high in general. We gotta remember that we damn near 30, but I like looking at the trend of more than the actual level. So but being at 30, I mean that means tomorrow we could be down 1,500 points easy. So that's a lot. But the trend is still kind of down. We went up. I forgot why we went up like that. What was going on? Can't remember. I think it was the surge in the viruses, and then it's just kind of, nobody wants to buy puts. Yeah, that's it. Keep in mind that Dow. Look at Dow. I don't know how the day is gonna end. It looks like the Dow's catching some. Where's my Dow? I'm up $56 now for the day. Okay. If you look at that position, you see it's a big position. 5,800 I could lose. I got 5,800 on the line, 5,831 to gain 1169. So 1169 divided by 5,831, I think it was. So 20% chance, 20% gain. 20. I'm trying to make 20% on my money. If it expired, but I'm only going to try to do half of that, which is 10%. So I want to be out. I want to be able to buy them back at half the price. So 1169 divided by 2. Why can't I just do that math real quick? I want to make 580, and about 584 it came out to be. I want to make 580, and be gone. So hopefully the Dow can just start rallying. By the way, if the Dow rallies, Boeing will probably rally. I believe they're in the Dow. And then if Boeing rallies, some of the airlines might rally. I don't know how many airlines are in the Dow. I'm sure there's some airlines in there. So let's kind of keep that in mind, Mr. Jerry. Sometimes, no, let me see. I don't know if American is in the Dow. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Just show me the stocks. Oh, man. Just show me the list. Here we go. Apple, Boeing, Caterpillar, Cisco, DuPont, Goldman Sachs. Actually, I don't see no airlines in here. I thought there was one in there. Did I miss one? American, Boeing, Caterpillar, So just Boeing. Okay, you're good. You're good. Sometimes, like if when it's in an index like this, the Dow is only 30 stocks and the Dow's ripping. Then the stock's ripping and for no reason, but it's in the Dow. So yeah, you're safe on that. Look at the year added. Boeing's been in since 1987. Interesting. Coke probably forever. 1987? Coke? That would seem like they should have been in since like 1950 or something like that. 1940. Oh man, what's the oldest company in here? Here, Procter and Gamble, 1932. McDonald's, 85. Chevron, no, and then 3M, 1976. So it looks like Procter Gamble. Wow. Mm-hmm. All right, so why did I even bring this up? I don't remember. Boeing. So I'm hoping that the Dow catches a bid, and Boeing will catch a bid, and then those two trades will work out for me. But for the most part, I'm making most of my money today and yesterday because of Facebook. And damn, it's just really one of my best trades almost ever. Not necessarily because I made the trade, because I kind of kept my cool. Though I was losing a lot of money, I kept my cool. Just decided, you know what, the market's giving a gift of a sale here. I gotta buy more. I know I'm getting my face ripped off. I gotta buy more. So I thought that was a real good decision. Wound up being a real good decision for the most part. And only time will tell. Hopefully it doesn't look like it's gonna give it up now. I didn't think it was safe until it got across that line right there, which it did in no time. So I think it's kind of safe. Kind of safe. Two more companies pulled out, but I think the market is finally realizing it because I'm hearing it on the radio that these companies are doing it just for a reason, so they don't, because they're in a cash crunch, right? And they don't want to advertise no more because they're trying to hold on to their money. So yeah, we're not going to advertise because Facebook is we don't like where our ads, yeah, right. So I just think they're using it as a reason, knowing it's really the only place you can go. I mean, you need Facebook. I was listening to CNBC halftime report. Mr. Wonderful, what's his name for the Shark Tank? He said, yeah, and I tweeted it. He said, Facebook, you don't get on Facebook for brand recognition. You get on there for to acquire customers, and that's it. It's not, that kind of business. And I was like, yeah, he's right on with that, That's a smart man. So it's not about brand recognition. Just get on there, I mean, when you put your ad in the paper, remember the newspaper? Put your ad in. I want a full page. I want half a page, or blah, blah. You had no idea what they was going to put next to your ad as far as the news. You had no idea. Could have been like, KKK hangs somebody or whatever, right? And then, there's Coke and a smile. You had no idea. But now they care. Okay. I'm just saying, right? This is. Anyway, okay. So good luck on your trade, Mr. I'm gonna screw your name up, Mr. JRH. I'll be checking you out on Twitter, man. G-Man G, thanks for joining. Cali Gem. I did talk about Shop, right? You said Shopify 1000. Is that today? There's a 40. I got out early. Just think I sold it up $44. High 1,002. Okay. Anyway, Mac 223 exponentially. What software? Okay. And Babes is watching, and that's it. That's everybody. So thanks for watching, y'all. Good luck on your trades today. I'll be on here tomorrow. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Dre Trades over there. And hit me up on here. Just any comment on any video, because I get them all. And comment on any video. And like this video. That's the cost of watching me, is you got to like this video. I mean, you don't have to. But it'll be nice because, look, I think I'm pretty entertaining. My trades, the stuff we've been talking about is pretty much spot on. And it's free. I don't feel like I should charge them. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. Or, we just bouncing thoughts off the top of the head. But I'm not, I think I think more people should be watching me, man. I'm not getting no YouTube love. Getting the Twitch love though. Thanks Twitch. Thanks Twitch people and the Twitch people, But so yeah, we gotta tell YouTube, hey man, this video's hot. Like it. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. That's it. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and yeah, good luck. I don't know when it ends, but I'm telling you, when that day comes, the straight. I don't know what's gonna end it. Maybe bad earnings. It might be a string of bad. Like, first of all, by the way, Amazon. We could talk. I love Amazon. I think this is going down on earnings pretty big. They said last earnings to hold on. We're not trying to grow. We're spending all of this money for corona containment and all of this other stuff, and they doing things with their money. So the margins are not going to be right. The earnings, is not going to be right. They in spending mode, and they said now's not the time. They told you that. So it's been nothing but straight up. If you see, it went down like, what was this, the high? 2471. Earnings came out. It closed at 22. Okay, so it went down 200 points, and ever since then, it's just been going straight up again. It was from here, 430 to here. What day is this? 520. So basically, 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks for it to reach that high just to get that 200 points back, and it's been off to the races. So it was 3 weeks later, it reached the 2,500, and then now it's 20. It's another 300 points tacked on. It's only been 3 months difference, so they told you. So I'm pretty sure that this one, I might sell some calls above this one, and, hopefully it doesn't jump up 300 points on earnings or something like that. I might do something there, or just buy a put and close my eyes, buy a put spread or something. Maybe sell a call spread and buy a put spread. Use that money to buy a put spread, and that's like a risk reversal, and see what happens there. But I don't know why that's running, and I thought that was gonna just be bearish for a while. But okay, they've been in, when they say they in spending money mode, I mean they kind of mean it. So you said anyway, craziness. I think about you when I look at Facebook and Tesla. Yeah, right. I've been talking about those two stocks forever. My favorite. I said buy Facebook now. When was that? I was a little. I won't say it. That was at the 215 break. That was right here, and I said no. It was 210. That's when I got long, and we got that happening. And I've been talking about Tesla I said Tesla's going to. I do believe that it's going to go to, like Catherine Wood from ARK Invest. She thinks it's going to 15,000. I didn't believe her at 400. Now it's at that. I believe her. She's the biggest bull on Wall Street. I think it's going there. This is early. It's early. 15,000. That's 15 times your money. It's not going to be a smooth ride. It's not straight up 15,000. It's going to be rough. But when Tesla, it gives you that 200 point drop, and all that. So when it gives it to you, it looks like I'm getting ready to get it filled. Oh, no, I'm not. Interesting. Okay. When it gives you that, when it gives you that 200 point drop, buy some. It's in an uptrend. Look at the moving averages. I got the 9. It's in an uptrend. So it gives you the drop. Get on board, The waves are going your way. The current is going your way. But right now, it did break out. I think it could do that whole straight up thing we've been talking about. Possibly. I mean, there's still a lot of bears on with this. There's still a lot of people that's like, oh, man. But if this is a big surprise, this thing could be up huge. Just this next, what is that, next week? By the way, they got the car sales this week. I don't know. I wish they would tell us today, tomorrow. I don't know exactly when. But this is the earnings week. This one. You see, it's got moving 200 points. That's from today, though, okay? So it could be up another 11, 12, 1,300 points. It's either going to be 13 or, did I say 200 or 300? 200. 1,300 or 900, right? That's 3 weeks from now. But right now, if you go out, let's say 2 weeks, and this is where I am, you could still come down to like 1,000, right? And get pretty good premium on here. Let's do the 1,000. Let's do the sell 1,000 by the 995. You get 90. You probably won't get filled at 95. So let's say you get 90 cents, right? And so that means you risk 410, right? So 90 divided by 410 is 21% on your money in 16 days. That's pretty good. I think that's kind of low risk. I mean, so you can see where I'm at, right? I sold this 1030. I'm a little, trying to take a little bit more, and that's what I've been doing to make money on Tesla. I don't really have any long. Actually, I did have a long call spread on my other account, the 960 to 1,010, or 970 to 1,010, and it's already 1,100. So I had that, but I've been just selling calls kind of under, and you see I got another one trying to rip in the queue here to sell this one to 1030. Actually, this is the one I was just looking at. Yeah, so I think this is the one I was just looking at. I didn't buy it yet or sell it yet. 1030, sell it 1030, buy the 980. See, I got it in for 1,200. Thinking that it's gonna give up. It did. It's been, I thought it would be there already, but I might have to get out, cancel that, or just take that 1040. It hasn't really been going higher than that, and try to hold on. See what happens. But yeah, that's what, and that right there. So that's a big spread. That's 5,000. That's 5,000 in the points, right? So I'll be risking 5,000. But wait a minute. It's gonna give me 1,200. So I'm trying to get 1,200. So it's not really 5,000. It's 3,800, right? So 1,200 divided by 38 is 31% profit. So I'm trying to make 31% on that trade. But it's not popping off. I might take it though. I might take that 1050 that it's showing. I don't know yet. Anyway, you said you're risking big money, but but a leap in Tesla. Oh man, I've been thinking about leaps forever in Tesla. They are totally unaffordable. Let's look at, I don't know. I like leaps over a year. Let's look at this one. It's a little bit over a year. Just totally unaffordable. Is that a $31,000 at the money leap? Can't buy that. I mean, the odds even at $31,000. If you were to buy that, buy it. And I was even looking at this. This expires 17 September 21. I'm going to show you how ridiculous this is, okay? And I'm going to analyze it. Hopefully you guys can understand what's going on right here. I'll try to explain it. Let's get rid of my current positions and just show that one. It was the $31,000 position that expires September 17, 2021. So we have to move this to September 17th, right there. And you could see this gray area is basically telling you with implied volatility, that's where it probably will reach, in that 1800 maybe. But wait a minute, this is not, okay, this is actually showing a little better than, when I was looking at the other day. Maybe I was looking at that one that was way crazy. But if you were to hold on to this option, just hold it, you just buy and hold it, you don't trade it, you don't trade around it, you would be up $38,000 if it were to get, basically, let's put it this way, your break even is $14.33. So you don't make any money. You'll make money holding it as it changes in value, but we're talking about the day of expiration. The day of expiration, your break even is right there, which is about 14.32, right? So where are we at now? 1100, 11, 12, 13. So you got to give up another $300 just to break even. But if it can go further than that, it's all good. You know, that's why it's good to buy call spreads. Sell something, lower the cost, come way down here. Maybe that's what I did. Maybe I took. Okay, that's at the money. I'm gonna go ahead and clear that out. Let's buy this. Let's buy this 1800, right? Because it said let's buy that and analyze it. Single and analyze trade. That's the one I want to buy. There we go. You can see on that trade is going to cost you $15,000, but your break even is $1,900, right? You need Tesla to go to 1954 to break even after you spend $15,000 on that option. And it's telling you most likely it's not going to reach there with implied volatility. If it would have reached there tomorrow, that's the purple line, you'll make $45,000. But we know that's not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, isn't that crazy? Look how expensive that option is. That's an out of the money option where your break even is double. It's basically double the price of today is your break even. And to buy that is $15,000. That's crazy. I think that's what I was looking at, by the way, not the at the money. The at the money makes sense. Makes a little sense, but that cost you $31,000. Woo! Oh, man. No, I don't have a leap in Tesla. I just sell, who is that? Rocket. What's up? Hey, Rocket, I bought some more Carrier. I sold the 2221s that expire in 51 days. And I am up $10 for the day, down $20 total. No, I just do these. Look, 16. Actually, I'm not in a position now. That's why I got this one on. I bought it back, and now I'm trying to get back in, but I'm trying to name my own price. Tesla traded up. Where is it? And see, it's coming down. It was up as 11:30. I knew it was gonna kind of sell off, but I'm hoping. But it's been selling off, but this price has been staying the same. So you can tell that volatility is coming out, even though it's going down. What was I talking about? You said you have it. Oh, yeah, I just do 16, 30 days, 16. I'm in that window, 30, maybe 35. Just depends on how I feel kind of deal. And I try to get at least 10%, maybe 15. It just depends. It really depends. I don't really have a method. My method is at least 10%. I won't do it any less than that, like when I do the math, right? So if I got $1,000 risk, I want to at least make $100 on that. So you said you have AMD. Good. Yeah, because the whole thing, we talked about that earlier, Rocket. You missed it. Oh, man, it's down today. Yeah, we was talking about, I think, NVIDIA. Yeah, just be careful. It's hanging out that. Remember, I think I talked about this yesterday. I mean, I think you bought it in a good area because it's at the lower end of resistance. So if it breaks that box, get out. It's been at the bottom of it for the last couple of weeks, right? This is a weekly, and last week and the week, so it's kind of looking weak, just looking weak. Look at all these breaches below. But then, we noticed with Facebook, that didn't do nothing, right? The more knocks, the bigger the chance it breaks through. So we got 3 knocks on the downside. We got 2 knocks on the upside. So, just by looking at that, I mean, it's in the range. It could do that forever. But just like Tesla, whichever way it goes, I don't know which way it's going to go. That's the way it's going to go. So whatever way it breaks out, that's the way for at least a few. This is daily, at least a few days, so it's faking out. It looks like it wants to go higher because look at these wicks when it breaches. I mean, the buyers step right in there. Boom, boom, boom. And then the seller's here, and it's really only selling off because of this double top. Well, now it's a triple top. But that top right there, that's probably when to get in. If we can get a close above 59.27, that's when you know you're most likely, you saw clear. At that point, everybody had made money in the stock. There's no reason to sell. I mean, that's what's happening with Tesla now. That's the phenomenon behind it. You saw it reach that whole, yesterday, it broke that new high, the old high there. This one, was that yesterday? Right here? No, maybe it was this high here, 1027. And when it broke that, it's off to the races. So, if you, yeah, it just flew right through the $1,000 area. When wake up 1100, it's gone. So that's what will happen to that one stock we just talked, your AMD. So just be ready. Well, once it clears that hurdle, the road is wide open for it to run. It doesn't mean it's gonna run, because anything can happen. But at least it'll be all clear, because everybody will have made money. There's no more selling pressure, but just scared people getting out. Hey, babe, she's back. You said you looked at Carrier, but you couldn't. You might find a video on CNBC about the Carrier guy, and you have to check it out. Just pulling up charts here. Let's see if they posted it. CNBC, I'm going to type in Carrier. Look, you saw it, right? Is this it? This was today? Oh, 1 month ago. 2 hours ago. Look at this video right here. Because this was 2 hours ago. Do you want to watch it on my channel? Will I bore the people? And we talked about this on my channel. Oh, my speaker's not working. So I can't really blast it up, but I will share this video into the comments. Right? There it is. And put it on, I don't know, YouTube. I don't know how to share on this restream thing. Twitch. Yeah, so check out that video. It's real bull. It's bullish. This video is bullish. This is exactly what we talked about yesterday. So check out this video. And this is what made me I put the positions on when I knew he was going to speak, because he's not going to come on and talk shitty about his company. He's going to submit the bull case. So I was like, and sure enough, I liked it. So I'm like, all right, long-term play, not one of those pops like we had in Corning. I think that's not a bad long, but this is long-term, man. Get rid of that. But look, what is it? It's up 1.6 today. That's all right. I gave you Glassworks, and I gave you Corning, and you caught it. I missed it. I gave you Carrier. I caught it. You're missing it. I don't like to recommend anything, but I just like to get on here and tell you what I'm doing. So I sold the 22.21 on it, and I'm not looking to that's not making a killing, I don't think. I got 2 calls. Those are short term. I don't think it's only gonna make 240. So it's not one of my bigger trades. Because I do options on this thing, and they're just not liquid enough. Look, they don't even have a lot of strikes. So you can see I'm here. Let's look at, there's 20 cent wide, Let's look at the option statistics. They're not even filling out like that. But the put call ratio is 0.22. Look, 4,510 calls to 1,000 puts. These are, that's pretty bullish. People's just buying up the calls, Even though here, it's weird that sometimes you got to look at this, the ask of the calls, only 17%. Only 17% of the people hit the ask. But then if you look at between the markets, it's 50. When it's spread like that, who's hitting the ask? I don't know. I'm not trying to buy it on the ask. You got to give me a little bit of that. So I think, you can see they buying it up here. It's basically 3-to-1. Is that 3-to-1? Is that 4-to-1? 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 4-to-1, right? For every put, there's 4 calls. So, this is my little bullish case. Oh, man. No, Nah, yeah, like I said, no leaps in Tesla. I guess that's all the comments. You said you're not bored, babe. Oh, okay, good, good. I'm gonna keep this G, babe. All right, so what was I just talking about? Yeah, I like it. I like that stock. We was talking about it earlier, Rocket, because it's flying under the radar, and I'm just tired of these other stocks going to the moon. It's so hard to be in a Tesla trade because it's talked about every single day. It's on the radio. What the Elon tweet, blah blah. It's so hard, and so volatile. See, it's still going down. Look, it's still trading at 1057. I might even take the trade off. This thing needs to hold 1100. Um, yeah. So yeah, the stocks that are in the news, they so hard to trade. The Zooms and the Beyond Meats and all that stuff. They just hard. Anyway, y'all could see I'm up 36 for the day, and it's all thanks to Facebook. I haven't looked at that in a while. Yeah, it's back to the high. It's all thanks to Facebook. I posted on YouTube stories my other 3 accounts, so go check that out. It's like insane. So and that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Thanks for joining me, Rocket. I'm glad you're here, even though you're late, but I appreciate you being here. That's all that counts. And G-Man and JRH, all that stuff. So, and good luck on all y'all trades out there. And check out that video if y'all want to be carrier bullish. Yeah, it's good stock flying under the radar, man. That's exactly what I want to see right now. Let me see something, because it could be that I owned it and I sold it. That's oh my, pays 1.42% yield too, so not bad, not bad. All right, you said I had no idea when you started. It was about how long I've been on here? About 12:30 Eastern. Just happened to see when you're on. Worried about a sell off. I don't know when a sell off is gonna happen. I'm worried about them too. I don't know. All I know is I don't have any protection on. It sounded weird. I have no prophylactics on my portfolio going. So I just don't. I don't know. I should. Remember the futures was down like 200 points. I actually came to I'm like, all right, futures are down. I might be able to, sell some puts into this weakness. And by the time I got here, in the open bells, futures are up because Pfizer had a big breakthrough with something. I don't know exactly what it is. Is it still up? It's up 4.73%. I think it was up as high as 8% today. They kind of pulled the futures. And the market's just been up. So, but you're seeing the futures was down, and it's not. It just doesn't want to stay down. Everything just seems bullish. So this is the futures. You can see, this trend line here. See how it's broke? Let's clear all of this stuff, right? And here, right, I'm just going to draw that trend. So this is what I think we kind of broke it today. If it holds, right? And then if you could draw, this is pretty huge resistance right here. So maybe we go to this line, the 3150. That might be the spot. I don't want to draw that fib. I'm looking like a new fib to draw. A new fib. Maybe that breakdown right there. So if I draw a fib off of there, yeah, we're right at the 61.8 right now. So did we break through? Of that pullback that we had that was massive, what was that, 2 weeks ago? We're right there at the 61.8, damn near. So, if we bust through that, we're going to go higher. I think we are. So that's my guess. Anyway, you said Thursday is a long weekend, right? Yeah, we usually run on them weekends too. Vaccine against selling stocks in the day. End of day, what's the meme? I don't know. I don't know what you're getting at either with that. Thursday's a long weekend, end of day, vaccine against selling stocks. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're talking about puts. I don't know, but I just think we're going higher. That's my guess. And oh, you missed it. I sold some Dow. I sold some DIA diamonds. That's the diamonds. I sold some diamonds, puts on the diamonds. I'm up a little bit in that. My Boeing is not doing well. Anyway, people were joking on Reddit about Pfizer making a vaccine against. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I haven't been on the Reddit. And that's another thing. Futures was down. This is the pattern, and this is what we got to almost soak in because it's been happening every single time the market goes down, even before the virus came into effect. When the market's down, futures, something always comes up. What's the time? Somebody's on the timing with these things. They're not coincidental. They don't come up on 1,000-point day and it's like, oh yeah, we got the whatever, and then we up another. It's always when it's down. Something's always popping off when the market is gonna open down, looks bearish for whatever reason. So the trend of that is just to buy stocks. You can't get too negative because something is gonna come out. It's like it's just fixed, and it's just fixed. I don't know what it's gonna be, how they releasing these news, or I don't know. I don't know the whole scheme of it, but it's worked that way. So just keep that in mind. That's why you're the position just to go short, even though it's a good idea right now, just to have puts on or something. But I don't know. They've just been losing money, losing trades for me. So I'm just focusing on some stocks. I probably got too many. That was one of the things I was pissed off the other day. But I think the carrier, I don't know if it's just gonna drop 5-10% because it's not one of those stocks. It's got low beta and which is volatility. And Boeing, we know that can do whatever the hell it wants to at any time. So even though it seems like I'm kind of right at the edge, I mean, tomorrow I could be trading up 20 points, right? You know that. The diamonds is the diamonds. It's the Dow, right? And the pressure is up. We're looking at the Dow. See, it's trying to sell off. It just wants to go up. Why? Just like the title of the video, I don't know. Facebook, we know about that. I just think, look, it tried to sell off today and it's right back at the highs. That kind of gives you a hint that it wants to go higher. I think it's going. I find this one hard to believe. I know I'm in the trade and I made some good money on it. I had no idea it would be here in 2 days. And so therefore, now that it's here and earnings is 3 weeks from now, I have a feeling it's going to push right up against these highs. So I'm just saying, right? I have a feeling that's where it's going to be sitting when earnings comes out. So because this move is really incredible. Look, we're higher than the breakdown, right? Here's that gap. We filled it. Right there. We just filled the gap down. So let's see what happens right here at this moment. It's probably why it's struggling. Can it get over? See all these guys right here? Yeah, that's 2 days worth of nothing. So let me clear all of this. And then this right here, I think this is where the stock is struggling at. Right there. Those dudes. Right? So can we get in front? See, I'll extend it out there. See, we're right in those dudes' area. And it looks like we're going to win. So once it pops through there, it looks like it'd be more just sail right to the new highs. And then there'll be the talk of Facebook's new high. And by the way, they're doing things to mitigate that whole, selling off, the whole stop hate for profit group thing. So they're doing things. They're doing what they can, But Facebook is where it's at, man. If you want to targeted advertising, a high rate of return on investment in your advertisement, you have to be here. Where are you gonna go? You're gonna spend tens of thousands on a billboard when everybody's passing it. You know what they're doing when they pass billboards? People in their cars. Nobody's reading them. Was that when they're gonna buy another billboard? You know, so what are you gonna do, right? You're going to Facebook. You are. Just admit it. Anyway, yeah, I'm still in it, man. Still in it. Target didn't do any damage. No, Target and then we had Dunkin' Donuts come out today, and is it Taco Bell? Dunkin' Donuts. Well, that's gonna be a video. It's Dunkin' Donuts and Taco Bell, I think. What does this say? Guilty living. Look, Canaccord Genuity lists Facebook's price target to 275 from 250. So it got an upgrade today. Yeah, CVS pauses advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter for at least 30 days. So I think that's what I think it was CVS and Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah. Okay. So, and they also got an upgrade. So, you know, you're going to have to make a decision. You know, I think it's warranted a sell off, but not what it sold off. You know what I mean? I think it's warranted, like, pause. Okay, do we want to run this? But not bring it down. What is it? What's gonna? Man, you should have seen some of the numbers, especially like you and Reddit. I'll be looking at stock twits and people's just crazy. Oh, it's going down to $100. Come on, man. It's not doing all that. Facebook is overpowered. I mean, remember, it just overcame that's why I bought the leaps. Like I said, it overcame all that Cambridge, you know what I'm talking about, all that stuff in Capitol Hill. It overcame all of that, and that was depressing the stock for like ever. I mean, you know, pull up the monthly, forever. So and it's just finally breaking out of this range that's been in for 2 years. Now we had this thing going on, and if it could clear this up, if Facebook could do the right things, or say one of the companies come out and say, because we can have the reverse reaction. Well, it's a big company. Everybody's waiting for P&G to come out, right, and be like, oh, we're taking ads off. Suppose it's reverse. Suppose they come out and say, we're going to put our ads on Facebook. You know, we really like what they're doing. Imagine the pop you're going to get then. Okay, so it can go the other way if a company comes out and actually backs it. You know, we like what they're doing. We're not going to pull our ads off social media. You know, they are making changes for the better, blah, blah. And, you know, I spoke with Mark Zuckerberg, and he's doing it right here. Sure. So imagine you get that in a news release. Yeah, Facebook's going to be up like 10% that day. So you got to be careful if you want to short it or whatever. All right, so that's it, man. I'm ending it. I liked this video today. It was good. I like talking about stocks, you know. I like making money too, but talking about it, the emotions behind it, you know, just the whole trading thing. 3-day weekends. How many of you is with me that it sucks? There's like 3 days and the market's closed, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with myself? Right? I hate 3-day weekends. Are you serious? We're gonna close it for 3 days? You know, that's the way I actually feel, man. So if anybody else is like that, you know, but you said, yeah, no open up market. Yeah, Facebook is overpowered. So anyway, that's what I'm at. You asked me about the Facebook trade. Here it is. 3,200 for the day, 4,300 for the position. I'm still in I put in actually a put spread. I sold some more. So that's good. I don't want to, you know, I know that I don't know. That's heavy. That's a big ass position for me, but I'm just holding it. I'll hold on to at least earnings, kind of like what Mr. JRH is going to do with American. At least earnings. I'm going to take it into earnings, and then most likely I might sell some calls against that. I don't know. I might just take some. I don't know. But just before earnings, I'm going to make a decision. Do I want to lighten up? Whatever. But I just hope there's no bad news that can take it back down there. I don't think so. Just because the move was so strong. So strong. And I see where we're struggling right here. So let's see what happens in this area. It's been a struggle since the high came down, 2 days of sideways, and then boom. So we can get some momentum to just cut right through that. New highs will be coming. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I've been on for damn near 2 hours, about an hour and a half or so. And I appreciate everyone watching, man. I really do. I really do enjoy talking stocks, man. Share me. I never said that. Share me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I gotta figure out how to get my videos over there. Share me, man. We gotta blow up over here. What do I got? I don't know how many people's watching because I don't look at that. But whatever it is, I want it to be doubled. It needs to be doubled. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see y'all. This is Dre